Tonight's date was a great one. We went to a D-backs game, which I don't go to nearly enough of, considering the fact that they're right here. They have a huge long season, and they're actually doing really well this year, which is an improvement. And Kevin went to the extent to get amazing front row seats. I mean, it was the best seats I've ever had, that's for sure.
The ball game, I'd never sat so close at a Diamondbacks game, right on the third baseline. We had great people around us. Everyone was into it. The view was perfect, and it was a great game. Ashley had never been, and I'd never been on the Jumbotron, the big screen, but tonight we were on there. We were very excited to be there. Hopefully there was a picture of it.
We recently were asked to do a radio interview about the Mormon Bachelorette, but tonight was actually our first night of dealing with some TV news. One of the stations wants to do a spot, and so they sent a videographer along to videotape some of the date. And tell you what, give it to Kevin to be patient with it, because it always takes a little bit longer. You're being asked to walk this way and do that just to get some of those clips. I mean, it's always still genuine, but they just want to be able to showcase it and do it in a quick format. So he really did well with it, and I appreciated his willingness to be flexible with his date and make it work for us.
Having met Ashley, I'm glad I was able to meet her. She has many of the qualities that I'm looking for in a future, in my eternal companion. Church is very important to her, as well as family, and she's obviously very beautiful and someone that I would enjoy being with.
When I think back on the dates I've gone on, there's certainly some that stand out that I've just had a little bit deeper connection with. And, any girl starts to think about what it could be like to, have a second date with them and maybe hold hands with them. I mean, all those silly girly things, that it's hard not to think about that stuff. So, there's some guys I would certainly like to hold hands with in the future.
I'm most definitely hoping I get invited back for a second date and a third and fourth.
With regard to kisses, I definitely don't typically kiss on a first date, but I do think that, physical interaction is certainly important. It's a key part of marriage, and so you kind of have to test the waters there, and the fact that this whole process is accelerated, I definitely would think that on those second dates with the ones that, things are really good, yeah, I'd definitely be open to a kiss. It sure would be nice if some of those guys were thinking about kissing me, and if those were in their dreams right now, sure, that'd be awesome. I'm not answering these well.
You're actually perfect.
I'm getting like really giddy, not like forming my sentences properly.
Forget forming your sentences. People want to see the girly side.